Good morning, grandkids. Well, I've been asked a lot of questions, and I thought I'd answer some of them for you on here. One of the questions is, when did you start playing video games, and what was the first one? Well, I started playing games back in the mid-1990s, and it was because my son gave me a computer and a game. And the game that he gave me was Civilization 2. And that's the first one I ever played. And I've played all of the Civilization games since then. I played Civilization 2 for years and years and years. And the other question I get is, how did you get the idea to start your own YouTube channel? And did anyone help you? Well, I started my YouTube channel long before I started to play games, because I wanted to watch other gamers play and leave comments under their videos. And because of the comments that I left, I started getting comments to my comments, and they started coming to my channel and subscribing. So I had about 200 or 300 subscribers to my YouTube channel before I ever started playing, and they talked me into recording my own videos. I was scared to even try. Another question I get is, why do you play Skyrim? What attracts you in this video game? I play Skyrim because it was so much different than the games that I had played before, because Civilization looks like a top-down board game. It looks like you're looking down on the game and moving pieces on a board. And Skyrim is like watching a movie, and it looks so real and it's so beautiful. And when you create your character, you get to play in this movie and do whatever you want to. And when you do commentary in your video, you're telling your story about what you're doing, and you can't do any of that in a board game. So that's what attracts me to Skyrim. I just love it. And no other game that is as beautiful satisfies me as much, because it has too much story already built into them, and I can't make up my own story like I do in Skyrim. Another question was, what was your reaction when you got a lot of messages and new subscribers? Well, after my first video was uploaded, I went to bed that night and woke up the next morning, and my email was flooded with thousands of comments that came from my YouTube channel. And I was so upset because I didn't know that they was coming from my YouTube channel. I didn't know what they were or who they were from. And I got so upset that I cried, because I did not know what to do, and I didn't know what was going on. So after I read a few of them, I realized what was going on. And then somebody on my YouTube channel told me they had put it on Reddit, and it just went viral from being on Reddit. And I didn't know that was going to happen. It scared me to death. So that was my reaction. Another question is, what other games do you like to play? Well, after I played Civilization, I played Banished, which is a little city building game. It's sort of a top-down game too. And I enjoyed it. I still do. I still enjoy Civilization, but I don't record them. So I've tried different games since then. I was enjoying Cthulhu, which is a horror game, and it was at the beginning, and then it turned into the same thing as all the other so-called horror games, just walking down halls and into rooms and finding keys and picking up messages, and there's no horror to it. But the beginning of Cthulhu really is. It was good until it turned into the typical thing. Then I quit playing it. So I've tried different games, and they always have too much story built into them. So I don't like that, because I like to play my own story. I'm a frustrated writer, author. I would like to write books, but I don't have the patience to sit and write that much. So in playing a game on Skyrim, I can just write my own story and act it out and be done with it. Another question I get is, how do you deal with the comments? Well, I used to reply to every comment, but then it got too big and I don't have that much time, and so I decided, well, I'll let everyone know that I have at least read their comment by leaving a heart. And if I don't leave a heart, it's because I either haven't gotten back to an older video and read it, or it's because they've said something that is so redundant and been asked so many thousands of times, I just skip over it and I don't put a heart there, trying to let them know that I'm not going to answer that anymore. That's how I deal with my comments. Another one is, what is your most favorite part of YouTube life? A YouTuber's life? Well, I spend most of my day sitting here talking to everybody. I used to be playing games all day long for hours and hours and late into the night. But now I don't have the time to do that, because I talk to all of you. And I enjoy that. I really do. When somebody leaves me a long enough comment that's an actual conversation, I usually respond to them by replying and talking with them. That's how I get to know people, and they're usually the ones that are my regular viewers, or become my regular viewers. So that's how I deal with my comments. And that's my favorite part of YouTuber's life, is talking to my subscribers. And another question is, in your opinion, why did your channel become so popular? That's an easy one, because my subscribers have told me many, many times. One thing, I was an oddity because I was older, but it doesn't make me the only older gamer on YouTube. There are a lot. It's just that people don't know they're there because they don't use their own picture. They don't ever talk about their age. And I asked some of them once, when they comment to me, I say, well, why don't you let people know how old you are, and then I won't be such an oddity. And they're afraid to get nasty, negative comments, which I think is strange, because I did at the beginning, and I kept making my channel the way I wanted to make it and try to keep it clean and nice, a nice place for young people to be, and so they quit acting like that. So all they'd have to do is manage their channel, and it's just a game, so I don't know what the problem is. But that's one of the reasons it became popular. Another reason is because I don't cuss and rant and scream and yell and run through a game real quick, trying to get over it as soon as possible. I enjoy the game. I like to walk around doing all kinds of things, and so that makes me a slower player. And when I comment, I don't cuss. I've had parents tell me that they're glad to have children come to my channel because it's a clean and safe place to be, and I've heard that from many, many commenters. So those are the two main things that I know of and that I'm told often is what makes my channel popular. Another question is, what motivates you to continue to keep your channel? Uh, Sometimes I feel like I'm backed in a corner because the bigger it gets, the more I feel like I have to keep doing this. And sometimes I get tired. And so my idea was just every once in a while take a couple of weeks off and not post any videos at all. That way I get to relax and do other things I like to do, and it relieves the pressure. And the other reason I couldn't just quit, because I care about my subscribers, and my subscribers make me laugh, but they also make me cry, because there are so many sad and unhappy and depressed young people out there, and half my comments are telling me how much better I've made them feel. So how can you back away from that? I can't. So I'm here until I die, I guess. So I guess that's all of my questions. So there has been such a huge influx of commenters from Russia, and most of your comments I can click on Google and it will interpret for me. So I do that. And so I appreciate each and every one of you that's here, and you are certainly welcome to be here. I have a lot of commenters and subscribers that's from all different kinds of countries all over the world. So you're not here alone. So I guess that's the end of this video, kids, and I will say bye for now. So goodbye, grandkids.